Beloved, welcome back to the homestead. I've been off for a few days. The whole family has been laid low with some sort of a winter flu, and I figured I would suffer out here the same as I would suffer inside. So I've been out here kind of getting caught up so we can move on to the next phase. We're going to be finishing the frame today. This is the final, the 8th knee brace. We'll install this together, and then I'll just get you up to speed with the completed frame. It's actually all done, the structural part of it, and then if we have time, we'll start filling in the interior walls and then the rafters. What I decided to do to connect this beam here to the post is use these 12-inch timber screws, just pre-drilling and running right down through the top. I'm not trying to have a bunch of galvanized brackets on this. I want to leave it as clean as possible and just have the exposed black screw heads. And so that's what I decided to go with. So let's put this last one in here together. We'll throw up this last knee brace, and then our frame is literally 100% done, and then we can tie it into the foundation. Goodness, these drills are so powerful. The frame is not properly bolted to the foundation. We'll do that next, but it should be. Feels pretty good. Everything we add, rafters, and, you know, the infill boards, all that's gonna tighten it up, but it feels really good, nice and strong. I'm very happy with it, very happy. It's turning out very nice. Now the fun stuff begins. Before we get started, let me show you how I'm gonna join it to the foundation. I do apologize for the light. It's pretty harsh right now. I had these regular screws in here as a placeholder. What we're going to be using are these special Simpson screws that are galvanized and very strong. They have they're not quite as brittle, so they have a lot stronger shear. And there'll be 8 of these per post. I do need to come correct on one mistake I made. The very first cut, I flipped the dimensions, got them wrong, and didn't cut this properly. And I filled it in with a small piece right there. Now I'm going to hide that with a rear purlin, but I thought you should probably know about that. This side over here is okay. I think that made it. I was just fixing to install these connectors, and I realized that I made a mistake. These knee braces need to flush with the inside, not the outside. Now there's no room for our 2x slats to go in behind here and nail to the connectors. So let's install both these, and then we'll bump those out and re-drill them. For the 2 connectors on the back, we're going to use this full dimension 2x6 rough cut. This is how it's going to work with the slatting and why we had to move the knee brace. Now these are going to go up against the fillers there, and they'll be spaced 1.5 inches apart for ventilation. Now the knee brace will go inside. It'll flush to the inside there and not get in the way. I was going to put the 2x4 tight to the post, but then I realized these brackets with the screws stick out 1/4 inch. So I made a shim, and we'll shim these out 1/4 and push them right up tight against the bracket. Brutal lighting conditions today. I do apologize. All right, there's our 1/4 inch out. I was debating whether just to go with cheap deck screws, but we're not about cutting corners, are we? So I will put in these beautiful 3-inch timber screws on all of them. What do you think, gentlemen? That first board looks good. I guess now we'll go ahead and put in the 4x4s right there that will connect to those brackets up to the beam. Looks like this bracket got beat up a little bit. Should we get that straightened out, Mama? Our timber package is about to start dwindling. We are pulling out our very first 4x4s, and I believe this is from the 450-year-old tree. So these are going to be super strong. It's pretty much where it needs to be. It could go a little bit forward. Can I bump it? Yeah, that did it. That's just what I needed. Pretty skookum. I'm not an engineer, but I'm guessing that that is very, very strong. That's one of two. There'll be a second post exactly the same right there. Let's finish up this corner so that we can, and I'll show you what it looks like. We'll just do it to completion and you can kind of see how it's gonna finish out. We kind of have to put it together this way because with this installed, I won't be able to get to the screws on the back side. So we'll run this course across here. Now, having these all the spacing be the same between here, that's a level of planning that I do not possess. So hope will be our plan. Let's lay it out and see if we can make the space all equal. I did the math, but with a public school education, you never really can trust math. So I'm gonna analog it here. Real carpenters are shaking their heads. Perfect. That's our spacer, 1 and 11/16. Here's a shot from the outside. Ties in really nice. You can see the knee brace kind of in between the slats. Those will be spaced the same all the way across the back. Well, gentlemen, that's it for me today. I did a count of how many of those 3-inch timber screws I need. It came out to about 350, so I just ordered a big box of them. They should be here in a couple days. But we got plenty of other things to do in the meantime. I'll go ahead and, well, I guess tomorrow we'll jump on the front. We have some intricate notching, some detail work, some saddle stuff, and to tie that all in, and we'll do something a little bit special. Maybe we'll, well, I'll leave that for a surprise. I'm gonna go get some chicken soup. Keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you guys on the next video.